I'm Mary Kelsay, and I am a designer here in Seattle. I am Unangan from Alaska, which is up in the Aleutian Islands. I design out of my home here in Seward Park, and I primarily do custom alterations, and then I also do like to design a collection once or twice a year. I started participating in the spirit, I think it was 2013, and was the first year at Tacoma Art Museum. And for me, it's being able to work with my community, like my models and hair and makeup, and just kind of getting together in an element that is like a native Indigenous festival, and kind of modernizing it a little bit with a fashion showcase. I designed a collection and I showcased it in Paris in February earlier this year. And after I got back, my designing kind of came to an end because I literally just started making masks. People started asking for masks, and I've pretty much just been doing that nonstop. And being able to be creative has kind of been halted because I've been so busy doing that kind of work. But I have, I've been doing some sketching and drawing, and kind of thinking of other ways that I would like to bring to life an additional part of my collection. I had 3 parts to my Paris Fashion Week collection, and one was kind of based on my ancestors and like our traditional ways, I guess. And so a lot of it was, kind of inspired by, hunting and weaving, and kind of the elements of nature, but the fabrics itself were not traditional elements of nature, like, intestine and seal skin and fur and things like that. And then my other part of my collection was a print that I had designed of mussels, and it was one day. I've only been out to the Aleutian Islands a couple of times in my life, and I think I went in about 2005, and I just remember walking along this kind of ocean bed and looking down at all the sea life and the marine life in the bed, and there was like this whole area of mussels. And so I love to eat mussels, and so I picked a bag of mussels and took them up to my grandmother's house, and she doesn't eat mussels, and so I ate them all. But that story just kind of stuck with me, and so I designed a mussel print on fabric, and use that in my collection as well. And then to come to the part where I wanted to continue my collection, I designed a red dress collection honoring missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls. And it was only 3 dresses, but I have been wanting to expand the collection and create something create a space, like possibly in a gallery or whatnot, where people can come and, learn more about, stories, and come share their stories. I knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and that I didn't want to work for any company or corporation, which you really got to have the drive and the energy to be an entrepreneur. I've been working with the community, and I've gotten grants from Potlatch Fund and a couple of other places, and my tribe has supported me like 100% through this, and they actually helped pay for me to go to Paris, trying to do work with my community. The community in general, working with Indigenous community, Native community, Tacoma Art Museum, Daybreak Star, and the Alley Foundation, Alley Corporation. That's my community up in Alaska. Potlatch Fund has always been really supportive, and that keeps me going in a positive direction. There are people that come to Tacoma Art Museum to come see the fashion show because they love see my work and all the other artists' work, and it really is a good feeling to know that when you talk to people, they're like, oh, I came here to see what you had to show, and I just, thank you for your continued support.